students. In the previous video, we talked about the introduction to the chapter, the major domains of the earth, and we started with the first component or the first domain of the earth, which is the lithosphere. We also talked about different continents. In the continents, we talked about Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, Antarctica. So these are the 7 continents that we have. And now, if we talk about the size of the continents, this is a representation of the continents. Here you can see this is North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa. So from this diagram itself, we can figure out that Asia is the largest or the biggest continent, and the smallest continent is Australia. Australia, then it is Europe. Europe is the is second smallest continent in the world. Apart from all that, we have this box which tells us that Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay Sherpa of India were the first men to climb the highest mountain peak, that is Mount Everest in the planet Earth, on 29 May 1953. Junko Teibi of Japan was the first woman to reach the Mount Everest on 16 May 1975. The first Indian woman to climb the highest peak or Mount Everest was on 23rd May 1984 was Bachendri Pal. Please remember these names. These are very important. Let us now move to the second component of the earth or second important domain of the earth, that is hydrosphere. Now, the earth is called the blue planet. More than 71% of the earth is covered with water and 29% is covered with the land. And this is the reason why earth appears blue. Hydrosphere consists of water in all its forms, means water can be in any form. For example, as running water in the oceans and rivers and in lakes, in form of ice in the glaciers, underground water and water vapor, and third form is as water vapor in the atmosphere. All these forms comprise of hydrosphere. Now look at this pie chart over here. This is the representation of the total water on the surface of the earth. So from this you can see that 97.5% of the total water present on earth is in the oceans and seas, and only 2.5% of water is the fresh water. Fresh water comes from glaciers, is found in rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. So basically, the water that we use for drinking, cooking, washing, and other purposes, that is fresh water, it is only 2.5%. So you can understand it is so less. Now, more than 97% of the Earth's water is found in oceans. And the thing about ocean water is it is too salty. It has salts and it's too salty for human use. It cannot be used for drinking, eating purpose. A large proportion of the rest of the water is in form of ice sheets and glaciers or under the ground, and a very small percent is available as fresh water for human consumption. So basically, this fresh water that we use is very less. Hence, despite being a blue planet, we face the shortage of water. We have a lot of water, but the large amount of the water which we have is we cannot use it. Let's now talk about the oceans. The oceans are the major part of hydrosphere, and the interesting fact is that these all oceans are interconnected with each other. If you look at the map, you will see here That Pacific Ocean is connected to Atlantic Ocean is connected to Indian Ocean, then again Pacific Ocean. Basically, they are all interconnected or connected to each other. They are not separate. Now, the ocean water is always moving. If you have gone to sea, if you have gone to the uh, places with the oceans and seas, you would have seen how ocean water or water is always moving. The three chief movements of ocean water are in form of waves, in form of tides, and in the form of ocean currents. Now, the five major oceans are Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, the Southern Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. And these are in order of the size also. So basically, Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean, then followed by Atlantic Ocean, then Indian Ocean, then Southern Ocean, then Arctic Ocean. Now, the Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. It is spread over one third of the earth. Mariana Trench, please remember this name. Mariana Trench is the deepest part of the earth. It lies in the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is almost circular in shape. Asia, Australia, North and South America surround the Pacific Ocean. Look at the map and find out the location of the continents around Pacific Ocean. Let us look at the map. Okay, so basically this is this is the Pacific Ocean here and here. So Pacific Ocean is surrounded by North America, South America, Australia, Asia. Okay. Let us now move to the second type of ocean that we have, which is Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean on the earth. It is an S-shaped ocean and has North and South Americas on the west side and Europe and Africa on the east side. So you can see in the picture also how an S is formed. This is an S which is formed by the Atlantic Ocean. And towards the west or left hand side, it has North America and South America. And towards the right hand side, it has Africa and Europe. Now, the coastline of Atlantic Ocean is highly indented. Indented means divided in a zigzag manner and irregular, as you can see here. It is very zigzag. It is not regular. The indented coastlines are ideal locations for the presence of natural harbors and ports. So basically, Atlantic Ocean, the areas which are near by the Atlantic Ocean, they have a lot of harbors and ports. These are the places where ships are kept. Now, from the point of view of the commerce, it is the busiest ocean. So basically, Atlantic Ocean is the busiest ocean in the world. Now, the next type of ocean which we have is the Indian Ocean. Let us talk about it. Before we move to the Indian Ocean, a small piece of information is that more ships move through the Atlantic Ocean carrying goods, people, etc. to different places. That is why it is the busiest ocean in the world. Now, coming to Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean is the only ocean named after a country, that is India. The shape of the Indian Ocean is almost triangular. As you can see in the picture, it is in form of a triangle. In the north of the Indian Ocean, there is Asia, and in the west, there is Africa, and in the east, there is Australia. Now, the fourth type of ocean we have is Southern Ocean. The Southern Ocean surrounds the continent of Antarctica. It looks somewhat like this, shown in the picture. The Southern Ocean extends northwards to 60 degrees south latitude. So this is the location. Now coming to Arctic Ocean. The Arctic Ocean is located within the Arctic Circle and surrounds the North Pole. The Arctic Ocean is connected to the Pacific Ocean by a narrow stretch of shallow water known as the Bering Strait. Bering Strait is this. This is the Bering Strait. Narrow stretch of shallow water. What is a strait now? A strait is basically a narrow passage of water connecting two large water bodies. The Arctic Ocean is located on the northern coasts of North America, Europe, and Asia. Let us revise what is studied in the oceans. The large water body on the surface of the earth is the ocean. There are five major oceans, that is the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Southern Ocean and Arctic Ocean. In the Pacific Ocean, it is the largest ocean. It is circular in shape. It has Mariana Trench located here. As you can see in the picture that how the Pacific Ocean is almost circular in shape. It is surrounded by continents of Asia, Australia, North and South America, and the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest point on the earth. It lies in Pacific Ocean and looks something like this. You can see in the picture. Next we have Atlantic Ocean, second largest ocean. It is S shaped, busiest ocean. Then we have Indian Ocean, only ocean named based on a country, triangular in shape. Southern Ocean surrounds the continent Antarctica, extends northwards towards 60-degree latitudes. Arctic Ocean, it's located within Arctic Circle, surrounds the North Pole. So with this, we come to the end of the topic, hydrosphere.